I've heard scratches in my ceiling for years, but I always told myself it was rats or old pipes. But last December, something else answered back, and on the night it finally came through, I realized it wasn't an animal. It was something that knew my name.
I lived in a small, aging apartment just outside the city, the kind where walls whisper with every movement, floors groan like tired old animals, and the air feels permanently stale as though it hasn't moved in years. At first, I told myself it was just an old building settling, pipes rattling, doors squeaking, floorboards stretching. But then it started. A faint tapping above my bedroom, so soft I could almost convince myself it wasn't real. Tiny footsteps pacing back and forth high above the ceiling. I'd lie awake at night, straining to hear, telling myself, old apartment, nothing to worry about. For months it stayed, intermittent but always there, scraping against the ceiling just enough to make me question my sanity. Then, mid-December came. The winter cold settled in, and with it, the sound changed. It wasn't tapping anymore. It was scratching. Long, slow, deliberate, like fingernails dragging across wood. The moment I heard it, my stomach twisted, my skin crawled. I knew this wasn't the building settling.
At first, I tried to ignore it. I told myself I was tired, imagining things. But it was patient. Scrape, scratch, scrape. Sometimes it would stop, just to start again later. Always deliberate, always teasing me. One night, curiosity, or maybe fear, got the better of me. I grabbed a flashlight and climbed onto my bed. Hands shaking, I shone the light at the ceiling and called out, "Hello? Is someone up there?" Nothing. Just the scratching, and then faintly whispering, almost a murmur at first. I thought it was the wind or maybe my mind, but it grew louder, clearer, deliberate, as if someone or something was speaking directly through the ceiling boards. I froze. My phone barely cut through the darkness. Dust drifted lazily in the beam, and then a small piece of plaster fell. Another, and then more. The ceiling groaned under weight it shouldn't have. Something was coming through. The scratches grew worse, faster, sharper. Every night I felt its presence more acutely. I could almost sense it studying me, learning me, taunting me. Then came the whispers, clearer now, words forming, but not human words, just sounds that twisted inside my skull, making my skin crawl. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't focus. Friends said I was imagining it, but I knew the truth. Whatever was in my ceiling wasn't human, and it was aware of me. One night, I armed myself, a flashlight, my phone, a baseball bat, and decided to confront it. I shone the light at the ceiling crack. Something twitched, a small piece of plaster fell, and then a loud thud. Dust poured down. My heart raced, and I heard it. Breathing, slow, wet, deliberate, right above me. And a whisper calling my name. A crack formed and widened across the ceiling. A fingertip poked through, long, thin, wrong. Another finger, then a hand, pale, translucent, bony, nails jagged and blackened. The ceiling bulged. It groaned. I couldn't move. I couldn't scream. Then the head pushed through, a grotesque, hollow-eyed face, mouth stretched in a grin that shouldn't exist. Wet, pale skin hung loose in folds. The creature's limbs followed, jerky, unnatural, hitting the floor with wet thuds. It crawled toward me, not walking, not running, crawling. "Come with me," it rasped. I bolted sideways, knocking over furniture, stumbling, but it didn't chase immediately. Its awareness followed me, watching, waiting. I thought leaving the apartment would save me, but the scratching followed, faster, sharper, echoing through the walls and floors. The ceiling split wider, its full form emerged, limbs bent at impossible angles, skin pale and slick, head lolling forward, mouth in that grotesque grin. It lunged, crawled, jerky, deliberate, horrifying. Its hollow eyes locked onto me, its whisper echoed inside my mind, "Come with me." I ran, heart pounding, lungs burning, furniture crashing around me. I realized it didn't just want to catch me, it wanted me to feel my powerlessness. I didn't sleep that night. I didn't return to the apartment. I drove through the city streets, hoping distance would save me. But I could still hear it, scratching, whispering, calling my name. It had followed me. At a motel, I tried to convince myself I was safe. Then, faintly, a scratch above me. Long, slow, deliberate. A single, sharp tap right above my head. It wasn't done. It had found me, and it wasn't going to let me go.
If you want to find out what happens next, subscribe, because this story is far from over.